Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I had a great workout. It's a good day. It's Sunday. It's like my Thursday. You know how that works. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. But I was watching a thing this morning on the YouTubes, and it was pretty interesting. It's something I've gone over before, and I've seen it before, but it's a good reminder. It's by a doctor, like clinical psychologist type deal, by the name of Brené Brown, right? And she's awesome, right? Like, big ups to her. It's about shame and vulnerability, right? And I was thinking about vulnerability and shame and all that. Because I've dealt with both on a pretty extensive level, you know, with addiction and all that. And one of the things I was thinking about, especially when it comes to vulnerability, right, is you have to deal with it. Like, you're not bulletproof. We all have emotions, and you have to really, like you said, to be courageous, you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. Because if you don't allow yourself to feel, you don't allow yourself to put yourself out there and take a risk, then how can you really ever be truly courageous, right? So, like, I was thinking about it like this, and this is probably a stupid way to put it, but it made sense to my head, right? So, I go to the gym a lot, as you all probably know. I'm not, I don't have the best body, or I'm not the strongest person, but I'm working on improving steadily every day, which I say that a lot. It's progress rather than perfection. But today is my least favorite day at the gym. Like, hands down, my least favorite day is chest day. For some reason, I've never been big on chest and all that. And it's, I think it's, like I said before, proportionality-wise, it is probably the weakest body part on my body. So I've never had, like, this super strong chest, me big, rough, buff, ripped dude. No, not happening. And please, why are you driving so slow? Oh, dear Jesus. But I'm okay with that, right? And, like, I'm not okay with it. It sucks. I want to be stronger, and, it's just me. So I'm in there, and I'm doing, like, incline press, and I have on, like, these little 25s. Because, like I said, my chest is weak. But I'm still pushing myself, and I'm working my butt off. And if I wasn't allowing myself to feel that vulnerability, I wouldn't do chest. I would do something. I would do literally like everything else in the world, but bench and chest and all that, flies and all those things you need to do to make your chest stronger. But if I didn't do those, my chest would never get stronger. So I'm here in the middle of the gym. There's all these big old gorilla-looking dudes looking at me like, soft, kid. And I'm like, yeah, it sucks. I know. I'm working on it. Leave me alone. Right? Like, I can only do so much. I'm only human. So I power through and I work through it, and that's what I do. And then I was thinking like that, like if I didn't allow myself to feel that in that moment, I am very exposed. You can literally, without even having to like question, you can just look and be like, oh, your chest is your weak spot. Got it. It sucks. But I'd work through it, and it's like, I had to find the courage to do bench press, which, not a huge thing, it's just lifting weights. But when the dude on the bar is sitting next to you has like double the weight, and he's just looking at you like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing today? You're like, man, screw you. Kick rocks, your feet bleed, homie. Come see me on squats, Nah. You're like, hey, I'm just, trying to get better. And it's that for like 15 seconds, you're just like, God, I feel like a punk right now. But you're doing it. You're trying. And then, of course, there's the emotional vulnerability, like at my job. Believe it or not, it leaves you very, very vulnerable at work. Especially as a salesperson, man. You know? Like, every day I have to deal with the fact that every person I walk up to automatically assumes I'm the bad guy. You know, not every person, but a lot of them assume, like, oh, well, this dude's just trying to get money out of me. This dude's just trying to, you know, he's trying to make a sale. And I mean, yes, that's my job. My job as a person, or as a salesperson, is to sell you furniture. And not even the furniture. My job is to sell you a warranty. You know, or my job is to sell you the delivery. Or upsell. It's part of the job. It's what I get paid to do, right? But it's also part of my job to help you make the best buying decision possible. So, yes, if I want you to buy the $5,000 living room set with all the bells and whistles and extended warranties and get like 4 mattresses and mattress protectors and put them on an adjustable basis and warranty all of it and sell you 87 pillows, yeah, that's what I would want to do. But if that's not the best decision if that's not the best thing for my customers, then that's not what I want to do. You know? Because if it's not the right decision for them, then I am the bad guy. You know? Then I am just looking at you as a number. Like, yes, any person that walks in there to me is a light bill, they're a car bill, they're different things, but they're also people. They're also someone who's letting me in their home. They're letting me, a complete stranger, into their most private place where you are, like, that's one place you're allowed to be vulnerable at all times. You know, you're at home. You want to sit down in your underwear and watch, I don't know, Bad Boys for Life while eating 18 pounds of popcorn covered in baby glitter. It's a weird visual, but you can. I mean, I wouldn't, but that's what you want to do. Go ahead and do it, right? So... But you have to also deal with the fact that they're also going to tell you no a lot. They're going to look down on you for some reason a lot. You know, I get that a lot. I've had customers, especially having worked at some, like the design center, where people's median income, they're like doctors and lawyers and such. And they're like, oh, and they look at you like, you're just a salesperson. And I'm like, yeah, I am. I am a salesperson. This is what I have chosen as my profession, as my career. I've gotten pretty good at it, and I work my tail off, you know? You're right, I'm not saving anyone's life and having to stitch their heads back together, but you still let me in your home, you know? So you have to deal with the fact that people, like, on a very emotional level, we get looked down on, we get talked down to. It's very raw, because no one wants to be rejected. No one wants to be told they're, looked down on. No one wants to be told that they're the bad guy. No one wants to deal with that, but yet, and still, I strap my little dress shoes on and iron my shirt and button up every day, and I get it done, and I do it because it helps pay the bills and provide for my family. So, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. I mean, yes, vulnerability does cause a little bit of fear, but you work through that and you get over that, and life can become a very beautiful thing once you deal with those vulnerabilities and those fears and things that you're ashamed of, So, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it's not all like, oh yeah, vulnerability, I love feeling bad. No, I'm scared. I don't want to show this to people. I don't want to expose who I am, all that kind of stuff. Like, these are things I keep tucked deep inside, true vulnerability. So, a lot of us don't. A lot of us keep ourselves hidden from the world, which I think is selling ourselves short. You're all amazing. We're all amazing. Everybody, from this guy in front of me with the very nice car to this drug addict over here in the park. Something about you is amazing, right? And don't ever just focus so much on that negative part of your life that you forget about your gifts, your strengths, all those blessings that has been bestowed upon you. It's okay. Like I said yesterday, it's okay to be proud of yourself. Accomplishments and things like that. Yeah. But don't just focus on those things in the past. Build on it. Focus on what you can do today. Because today you're living in the present. That's why they call it the present. Because it's here and now. It's what you got. So, make today an awesome day. I love all of you. You're all great, great people. I am going to go either give somebody a massive headache or give somebody a massive smile. Probably both. But like I said, I love all you crazy people. Have a beautiful day. And I'm not sure if they're playing today, but if they are playing today, go Cowboys.